Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I am sharing with you a 6th grade recap of our 25-26 homeschool year, how that went for my eldest, and yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about it. Okay, so this year has been interesting. I mentioned if you guys watched our recap of our family subjects, it was just an interesting year, and I'm sure we have to expect that some of those will come along on our homeschool journey. It was definitely the hardest year that we have had thus far in our 6 years of homeschooling. But all in all, it's still a blessing. We got through it. We grew. The Lord has guided us through all of it, whatever it may be, right? She has come a long way, regardless of what we felt about the year. I've seen tremendous growth. She's incredibly independent and self-motivated, and I'm very proud of her. I'm very proud of how far she's come this year. So, we are kind of, I mentioned a little in the previous video, we're going through that time of change, where she's a preteen, and things are changing, and that has in some ways affected academics because she has felt like she had to maybe go over some things. Maybe she didn't feel super sharp on some things that maybe she did last year. So there was some of that. I'm not so far away from it that I don't remember how it felt to be this age. So, just kind of understanding where she's coming from, trying to work together with her to make sure that we're getting done what we need to get done. And if we need to pivot, we'll pivot. And that's kind of what we did for the majority of the year is pivot and figure out ways that were the most helpful. So one of those things was math. I did have to go and look at the video that I did in the beginning of the year because honestly, I don't even remember what it is I had originally planned. So I definitely had to do that for both kids. But in the beginning of the year, she did start Saxon 6-5, which she did Saxon 5-4. And last year it was good. It worked well. We did Saxon 6-5, and we got a good majority through it, maybe a third of the book through, something like that. And then we just felt like we needed to go over some things. She was really struggling in some things, and the spiral method felt like it wasn't serving her in this season, like what she actually needed. So that's when I decided to jump into Learn Math Fast. I originally jumped her into volume 2. So we did actually probably almost a quarter of that. And then I had gotten this for like a fraction of the price, and it was like free shipping. They had some sort of sale, and I was like, okay, I'm going to try this with my youngest. And then I ended up, once I got it, I decided I'm going to just put her through this. Let's make sure we solidify any holes that may be there, to get her up to where I want her to be to go into Principles of Mathematics with master books for her 7th grade year. So that's what we did. And the first 2 books are kind of a 6th grade level. You'll be ready to go into a 7th grade program from what I've seen. And I absolutely love this. It's a really great program, mastery based. And you're just going through the different math topics. There's a quick lesson, so it starts with basic adding and subtracting. Then down here we're at like borrowing and subtraction, multiplying by 12s. It ends at measurements. So you're going through all of that. She's almost done with this. I think she just has to do the last four lessons, and then we'll finish the rest of the 2nd book. So this is something she's going to have to work hard to get done this summer. And I'm still debating. I might take 2 months just because of how I felt about this year. I really feel like I need the break. I need the break to organize and think about next year and just do the things without feeling rushed or feeling like other things, like we have to do school or whatever it is. So I think she'll have plenty of time to finish it. But we really enjoyed this. There's extra worksheets on the website. So if there is extra, and we've definitely taken advantage of those, if there's she doesn't do very well on the worksheet, I want her to practice again. There are additional worksheets on the website. So this has been fantastic. It explains it in a way that she understands. Most of it she does on her own. And then I come in, where we just need a little more help, a little more explanation. So it's been a wonderful fit. I highly recommend this if you need to get a child up to a certain, you just want them to go over some things, fill some holes, you just want them to review before moving into something else, then it definitely is a great fit for that. So this has been a perfect transition for us. I'm glad we decided to go with this. That has been our math. Beginning of the year, she did for language arts ACE paces. So I had her do the diagnostic testing at the end of, fourth grade? Or no, the end of fifth grade. So we were kind of just doing some of that, just basic things that I wanted her to go over or practice. So we did that, and then we were kind of like left feeling like we don't know where to go because both her and I decided that ACE wasn't something we wanted to continue because when we would get into certain things, it's not at all helpful and giving teacher helps on how to help the child better understand. It's really written to the child to be as independent as possible. So we did some like writing practice, different things like that with like basic workbooks. But then we decided to jump into Rod and Staff, which was at the beginning of term 3. So this was later on in the year we decided to jump in, and I had the level 5. But it worked out well. There are things in here that, this is an advanced program, but it's been perfect for her and the way it explains. So she just does this in a notebook, and we go over the lesson together. I have my teacher guide, and we go over the lesson. We do the oral drill, and then she goes on and finishes the lesson in her notebook. It's been perfect. We're definitely going to continue through it in the upcoming year, and then just grab the next one. Just keep moving through it. I forget where she ended up in this one. Let's see if she's got it. I don't even know if she's got it marked or anything. Yeah, I'm not sure where she is, but she has moved along pretty good in this. So we've been happy with it. Revisiting it has just made me love it so much more. So I'm glad that we decided to go this route. So this is what she'll be continuing with, and that includes English, that includes grammar and writing practice. So that is what we ended up with language arts. She's doing Spanish with Easy Peasy All-in-One Homeschool. So she's been enjoying that. We're going to carry that on into the upcoming year in some capacity, probably just once a week, but she likes it. The level 6 is just introducing language, like what are the romantic languages, how they connect, what, different similarities to those, and that's kind of what she's studying right now. I think level 7 goes more specific into Spanish. So that is something she'll carry over. She also keeps a book journal. Both children have one of these. This is for the love of books. I'll just show you an empty one. So we have the book review. So you write all the book information here. Some information down here, whether it's fiction, nonfiction, did you like the ending, ease of reading, that sort of thing, favorite quotes, and then review notes, and what you would ask the author if you had a chance. So it's real simple way. She just continue taking this into the next year as well, and adding her books. She adds even free reads into here as well. More Than Words was her Bible curriculum. I've spoken about this, and it's got a lot of like actionary steps to do, like outside, get into nature, or create something, like different crafty projects. So they're called missions, and that's kind of what's taking her through it slowly. She really wants to dive into it. She's doing all of it, and adding the different things to her box that she created for this. I mean, she's enjoying it. It's not that she's not enjoying it. She's just taking her time with it. So I'm okay with that. When it comes to Bible curriculum, I want it to just be a joyful experience, one that gets you closer to the Lord and gets you in your Bible. So I'm not needing it to be like done in a certain amount of time. It's just for joy of connecting. So I'm happy to take this into the upcoming year, and she'll continue it until she finishes. So that is, I think, the majority. I talked about her family subjects in the previous video. I don't have all her books that she finished. Let's see. Okay, so she was reading the 10-minute Bible and got about halfway, but because she's a little less maybe than halfway, she does her own Bible study in the morning. She has devotionals, and she does an actual Bible study through her Bible. So it just felt like a lot once we got towards the middle of the year, and I told her to just go ahead and put this down because it was just a lot. Like she had the Bible curriculum, she was doing this, plus her own personal study, and I mentioned in a previous video, I can link it if you wanted to see, we got her a study Bible, so she's been using that. So we just thought, okay, let's put this down. So we didn't finish the second half of this book. This Managing Your Money will come with us into the new year, and she'll be just continuing this once a week until she finishes. So she's about halfway, a little less than halfway with this too. But she's enjoyed this. It's very interactive. So there's quizzes, questions to answer. Sometimes you're going online to print maybe a printable that goes along with the lesson. And it's been good. She's learned a lot from this. She's taking notes and just working through it. So how do you manage your money? Setting up a budget, returns and refunds, banks and you, student finances, paying bills, investing, insurance, things like that. Just kind of touching on all those topics. So she will be continuing this in the upcoming year. Now, I have mentioned, I think, in our term updates, I'll go ahead and link those again, like I mentioned in the family recap. There's books that I mentioned that she's worked throughout the year. We didn't get through as many assigned readers as I had hoped, but she's definitely read a ton of free reads on her own time, so I call it a win. We moved a lot slower with our assigned readers this year. So we had this lip guide is her last that she needs to finish for Bronze Bow. So this is another thing there's 2 bookmarks in here. This is another thing she's going to be working on this summer. So it's going to be Bronze Bow and her math. And that's what she is doing for the rest of the summer. But I think that's basically all I wanted to talk about. I'm over here looking on her shelf to see if there's anything else. Continued electives. She's still doing keyboarding. And that we just continue through it. It's just practice on the keyboard. What else? She does have a baker's journal, which, here it's right in front of me. This is another one that is coming with us into the new year. It's just research, baking, creating your own recipes. Real fun, but just a creative element to something that she really loves to do, because she still wants to have her own bakery. And when she's older, that is her goal. So this just kind of elaborates on that and helps her get a little creative with it. So we'll be taking that as an elective for the upcoming year. But that's basically it. That's basically what we're doing, where we're going in the future. Just continuing on the path that we've ended up at the end of this year. And you know, we've had, you know, some curveballs, some ups and downs this year. Like I said, it's been interesting, but we're here. We got here. We're good. We're still learning. We're still growing. She has definitely come a long way. And again, you know, she's self-reliant. You know, she cooks, she cleans, she does her chores. She's, again, very self-motivated, getting up and getting the things she needs to get done. She's a very check the box kind of girl, so I can always trust her to do the things that she needs to. So I'm proud of her. I mean, she's just grown into such a beautiful young lady, and her 6th grade year, whatever we want to say about it, was still blessed, and we still did a lot, you know? So that's it. That's what I'm going to share. That's where we're at. And again, hopefully soon I can share kind of an updated video on all the things that we've changed slightly in our curriculum choices for the upcoming year. But let me know if you had a 6th grader, how did their year go? I'd love to know. Drop me a comment and tell me how it went for them. And I will definitely check those out, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. God bless.